Welcome to Public Account, where real-life nightmares come alive. Prepare to be haunted by chilling tales of the unknown, drawn from actual events. Lights off, volume up, and remember, these horrors are closer than you think. Subscribe, if you dare.
UFO shoots energy beam at house. On November 17th, 2024, a video surfaced on TikTok that has since sparked intense discussions and debates among enthusiasts of the unexplained. The video, posted by a user under the handle Silent Witness UFO, captures what appears to be a rotating triangular unidentified aerial phenomenon, UAP, hovering ominously above a solitary house situated atop a hill. The clip quickly went viral, amassing millions of views as viewers were both captivated and alarmed by what it depicted. A mesmerizing yet unsettling shower of cascading energy beams streaming down from the UAP onto the house below. A detailed breakdown of the incident. In the video, the UAP is unmistakably triangular in shape, its edges sharply defined against the cloudy night sky. It spins slowly in a clockwise direction, displaying a pattern of pulsating lights along its corners. As the craft rotates, it releases a shimmering cascade of energy beams, almost resembling a waterfall of light that appears to envelop the house beneath it. The beams fluctuate in intensity, with some pulses causing the surrounding air to shimmer, suggesting the presence of high-energy plasma or electromagnetic interference. The house, isolated on its hill, seems to be the target of this strange display. As the beams shower down, the structure is bathed in an eerie, bluish-white glow, giving the entire scene an otherworldly appearance. There are reports from those claiming to live in the area that electrical appliances flickered and pets became agitated during the event. However, the original poster of the video has remained anonymous, fueling speculation about their motives and the authenticity of the footage. The cascading energy beams, a pattern in UAP sightings. While the TikTok video is unique in its clarity and visual impact, it is not the first time that reports of UAPs emitting beams of energy have surfaced. Throughout history, various eyewitness accounts, documented in newspapers, non-fiction books, and internet forums, describe encounters with mysterious craft that project beams of light or energy. In 1952, during the infamous Washington, D.C. UFO incident, multiple witnesses reported seeing glowing objects in the night sky that emitted beams downwards, reminiscent of spotlights. The objects were said to hover silently, with the beams illuminating large areas of the ground as if they were scanning for something. Although no official explanation was ever provided, the incident led to heightened awareness and speculation about the presence of unknown aerial technology. Another compelling case occurred in 1980 near Rendlesham Forest, England, where US Air Force personnel witnessed a series of strange lights over several nights. One of the witnesses, Sergeant Jim Peniston, described seeing a triangular craft that emitted a narrow beam of light, which appeared to scan the ground. This case, often referred to as Britain's Roswell, remains one of the most well-documented and credible encounters involving UAPs emitting beams. More recent accounts of energy beams from UAPs. In recent years, there has been a resurgence of reports concerning triangular UAPs with energy beam capabilities. According to investigative journalist Linda Moulton Howe, sightings of such craft have increased, particularly in remote areas of the American Southwest and Northern Europe. In 2018, witnesses in the Mojave Desert reported seeing a large black triangular object silently gliding through the night sky. Eyewitnesses claimed that it emitted a cascading beam of light that seemed to scan the desert floor. The beam was described as not just illuminating, but also causing small objects like pebbles and sand to levitate briefly. Similarly, in 2019, during a series of mysterious UAP sightings off the coast of San Diego, naval personnel reported encountering an unidentified craft that released a burst of energy beams into the water. This incident, corroborated by infrared footage later released by the Pentagon, showed the beams penetrating deep into the ocean, as if the object was searching for something beneath the waves. Theories abounded, ranging from underwater bases to hidden alien technology, though official sources maintained silence. Scientific theories and speculation. What could these energy beams be? Theories among researchers and experts in the field of UAP phenomena vary widely. One prevailing hypothesis suggests that these beams may be a form of directed energy technology. Such technology is theoretically capable of concentrating electromagnetic energy into a focused beam, potentially used for scanning, communication, or even offensive measures. In his book, The UFO Enigma, Dr. Jacques Vallée postulates that these beams could be part of a sophisticated data-gathering mechanism, allowing the craft to analyze the composition of materials or even detect life forms. According to Vallée, if these UAPs are indeed operated by an advanced intelligence, whether extraterrestrial or otherwise, their interest in human structures could imply a desire to understand or interact with our technology. Further supporting this theory, Dr. Robert Hastings, in his extensive research on UAPs seen near nuclear facilities, documented several instances where triangular craft emitted beams of light directly onto missile silos. These beams were reported to deactivate the nuclear warheads, suggesting that such UAPs possess the ability to interfere with sophisticated technology. If these energy beams can neutralize nuclear weapons, it stands to reason that they may also be capable of more benign applications, such as scanning or data collection. The link between energy beams and the Hill House incident. In light of these historical accounts and recent sightings, the TikTok video from November 2024 seems to align with a broader pattern. The energy beam emitted by the triangular UAP in the video could be interpreted as a form of focused energy, possibly intended to gather information or exert influence on the structure below. This aligns with reports from UFO hotspots, where similar beams have been observed targeting power grids, communication towers, and even remote homes. Some researchers have drawn parallels between this incident and the Cash Landrum case of 1980, where witnesses encountered a diamond-shaped craft that emitted beams so intense they caused physical harm to those nearby. The individuals involved experienced severe radiation-like burns, nausea, and hair loss, symptoms consistent with exposure to high-energy electromagnetic radiation. Though the TikTok video does not show any direct harm to the house, locals have reported a peculiar smell, akin to ozone, lingering in the air the following morning, a possible sign of ionized particles resulting from a high-energy interaction. The growing public fascination with UAPs. The resurgence of interest in UAPs, especially those involving strange beams of energy, is not a coincidence. With recent admissions from the US government acknowledging the existence of unexplained aerial phenomena, there is a renewed sense of urgency among the public to understand these occurrences. The Pentagon's release of the 2021 UAP report only intensified curiosity, particularly since it highlighted several instances where UAPs demonstrated advanced capabilities, such as rapid acceleration and instantaneous changes in direction, behaviors that defy known physics. Internet forums, conspiracy websites, and UFO-focused YouTube channels have been abuzz with theories about the significance of these energy-emitting craft. Some believe they are evidence of secret military experiments, while others argue they are harbingers of extraterrestrial contact. A fringe theory suggests that these beams are not merely tools for surveillance, but a part of a covert attempt to communicate or even manipulate our reality. Conclusion. As the mystery of the triangular UAP and its energy beam persists, the TikTok video from November 2024 stands as one of the clearest examples of such phenomena caught on camera. Whether it was an extraterrestrial probe, a secret military project, or an unexplained natural phenomenon, remains a subject of heated debate. What is certain, however, is that the growing frequency of these sightings and the technology they seem to display continues to challenge our understanding of what is possible. The question remains, are these beams benign observers, or are they part of something far more complex and potentially dangerous? Only time and continued investigation will tell. The jellyfish UFO. The jellyfish UFO incident has gained significant attention among UFO enthusiasts, skeptics, and even mainstream media since the footage first surfaced online. The video purportedly shows a strange, translucent object floating silently above a US military base in Iraq. While many videos of unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs, have circulated over the years, the jellyfish UFO stands out due to its unusual characteristics and the high security location of the sighting. Let's delve deeper into this mysterious encounter and explore the various accounts and theories surrounding it, drawing from sources in newspapers, non-fiction books, and online reports. The encounter, witnesses, and footage. The video footage, which has since gone viral, was reportedly taken by a soldier stationed at an undisclosed military base in Iraq. The event occurred during a routine night patrol when personnel noticed a faint, glowing object hovering above the compound. In the grainy night vision footage, viewers can see a peculiar, jellyfish-like entity gliding through the air with an almost ethereal, translucent quality. The object appears to change shape slightly as it moves, resembling the undulating tentacles of a jellyfish drifting through water, hence its nickname. Witnesses described the UAP as eerily silent and completely devoid of the telltale signs of conventional aircraft, such as engine noise or visible propulsion systems. According to some accounts, the object maintained a steady altitude just above the base's perimeter, occasionally making small, deliberate movements as if it were scanning the area below. Military personnel on the ground were initially unsure whether the object posed a threat, leading to heightened alertness and some anxiety among those present. Military response and security concerns. The appearance of the jellyfish UFO over a sensitive military installation raised immediate concerns about security and surveillance. According to reports from sources within the military, radar operators were unable to detect the object on their screens, despite its visibility to the naked eye and on night vision cameras. This discrepancy between visual sightings and radar detection is not uncommon in UAP encounters, adding another layer of mystery to the phenomenon. Several soldiers on duty during the sighting were instructed to document the event using any available equipment. The resulting video, which has since leaked to the public, shows the UAP gliding over the base's grounds, casting a faint glow that some described as reminiscent of bioluminescent sea creatures. Efforts to communicate with the object, either through radio signals or visual signals like flares, reportedly went unanswered, suggesting it was either unmanned or unresponsive to standard communication attempts. The Pentagon has remained largely silent on the incident, refusing to confirm or deny the authenticity of the footage. However, this has not stopped various independent researchers and investigative journalists from seeking answers. According to reports in newspapers such as The Washington Post and non-fiction accounts in books like the Pentagon's UFO Files, similar sightings have been reported over U.S. military installations in the past, sparking concerns about potential espionage or reconnaissance missions by unknown entities. Theories, natural phenomenon, or advanced technology. The jellyfish UFO has sparked intense debate among experts in the field of ufology and aerial phenomena. One prevailing theory suggests that the UAP may be an advanced drone operated by a foreign power, possibly utilizing cutting-edge stealth technology that allows it to evade radar detection. This theory is partially supported by accounts in magazines like Aviation Week, which have reported on experimental aerial platforms capable of achieving stealth through sophisticated materials and electromagnetic cloaking. However, others have dismissed the idea of conventional technology being responsible, pointing instead to the object's strange, almost organic appearance. Researchers like Linda Moulton Howe, who has written extensively on UAPs, propose that the translucent, jellyfish-like nature of the object is unlike anything currently known in military or civilian aeronautics. Its apparent ability to change shape, coupled with its silent operation, suggests that if it is indeed a craft, it is utilizing propulsion methods and materials far beyond the scope of human capabilities. Some scientists have theorized that the object could be a form of plasma or an unknown atmospheric phenomenon. The concept of atmospheric jellyfish is not new. In fact, rare meteorological events, known as sprites, can sometimes appear jellyfish-like when viewed from certain angles. However, these natural occurrences are typically seen at much higher altitudes and are associated with thunderstorms, making them an unlikely explanation for the sighting over a clear, dry desert military base. Accounts from eyewitnesses expanding the narrative. According to a detailed report in the non-fiction book UFOs Over the Battlefield by journalist David Wilkins, multiple eyewitnesses at the base reported feeling a strange pressure or electric charge in the air during the sighting, which some described as akin to the sensation before a thunderstorm. This peculiar atmospheric change seemed to coincide with the object's appearance, adding an extra layer of intrigue. Some personnel also reported temporary malfunctions in electronic equipment, such as radios and handheld devices, suggesting that the UAP may have emitted an electromagnetic pulse or field. The National Enquirer, while often criticized for sensationalism, published interviews with soldiers who claimed the object vanished in an instant after hovering for nearly half an hour. The abrupt disappearance, without any visible acceleration or change in trajectory, defies the capabilities of known aircraft, reinforcing the belief among some witnesses that the object was of non-human origin. A former intelligence officer who chose to remain anonymous told Vice magazine that the UAP's behavior did not match any known drone technology, emphasizing that the object's ability to remain stationary despite strong winds that night was particularly baffling. According to this source, the military's failure to intercept or track the object, even after detecting it visually, has fueled speculation that the jellyfish UFO could be related to recent Pentagon disclosures about the existence of unexplained aerial phenomena. Historical context: a pattern of similar sightings. The jellyfish UFO is not an isolated incident. Historical records and accounts documented in the UFO archives reveal that jellyfish-like UAPs have been sighted in various parts of the world since the 1950s. For instance, during the Cold War, Soviet radar operators reported detecting strange, translucent objects hovering over nuclear facilities in Siberia. These sightings were taken so seriously that they were included in classified intelligence reports, which only came to light after the collapse of the Soviet Union. In 2014, a similar sighting was reported over a U.S. naval base in California. The object, described as glowing with a bluish hue, was visible for several minutes before disappearing into the night sky. These recurring sightings of jellyfish-like entities, particularly around sensitive military installations, have led some experts to theorize that these UAPs could be monitoring human technological progress, particularly in areas related to defense and warfare. Conclusion: the ongoing mystery. As of now, no definitive explanation has been provided for the jellyfish UFO sighting over the U.S. military base in Iraq. The incident remains shrouded in secrecy, with official statements from the Pentagon offering little clarification. What we do know is that the footage has reignited public interest in the topic of UAPs, adding to the growing body of evidence that suggests we may not be alone, or at the very least, that there are aerial phenomena that challenge our current understanding of physics and technology. Whether the jellyfish UFO was an experimental craft, a natural atmospheric event, or something entirely beyond human comprehension, the search for answers continues. As more information and testimonies emerge, this enigmatic incident will likely remain a focal point for researchers and enthusiasts alike, further deepening the mystery surrounding the phenomenon of unidentified aerial phenomena. Multiple sighting compilation: the multiplying UFO phenomenon. Accounts of mysterious orbs and probes. In recent years, the internet has exploded with videos and first-hand accounts of unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs. On TikTok alone, countless users have uploaded footage that defies easy explanation, capturing the attention of both skeptics and believers. On November 9, 2024, one such compilation video went viral, showcasing a series of sightings involving mysterious glowing orbs, seemingly capable of multiplying, splitting into smaller objects, and merging back together in the sky. These incidents, captured by everyday individuals from various parts of the United States, have sparked widespread curiosity and speculation. The multiplying orbs of Oklahoma. The first video in the compilation was captured by a sky watcher in Oklahoma. It shows a bright, white orb hovering against the clear blue sky in broad daylight. The footage begins with the witness visibly panicking as the orb suddenly releases several smaller orbs which drift away in different directions. This phenomenon has been previously documented in UFO literature, with reports dating back decades describing so-called motherships that release smaller craft, often referred to as scout probes. One intriguing account from the 1960s, reported by the Los Angeles Times, described an incident where multiple glowing orbs separated from a larger object and maneuvered independently before vanishing into the sky. The Oklahoma footage seems to be a modern example of this phenomenon. Once the smaller orbs dispersed, the main orb in the video zipped upward with astonishing speed, leaving behind no trace. The drop-off over Las Vegas. The second clip in the compilation comes from the bustling city of Las Vegas, captured during a clear night. In the footage, a large glowing orb descends from the sky, illuminating the city below. As onlookers gasp in disbelief, the orb begins to release smaller orbs in a carefully organized fashion. Unlike the chaotic dispersals seen in the Oklahoma video, these orbs arrange themselves into a straight, horizontal line, before merging back into the larger orb. This kind of structured movement has led some researchers to hypothesize that these smaller orbs might be reconnaissance drones, deployed to gather information before returning to their source. In fact, several witnesses have reported seeing such orbs re-merging into a larger craft, suggesting a sophisticated level of control and coordination. A similar account was documented in the 1980s in UFO magazine, where a witness described a glowing sphere that released smaller spheres, which later re-entered the primary orb before it vanished. The Nevada field of floating lights. Moving on to Nevada, a TikTok user captured footage of strange glowing lights hovering over a field at night. At first glance, the lights resemble ball lightning, a rare atmospheric phenomenon usually associated with thunderstorms. However, these orbs did not behave like ball lightning, which typically appears as a singular entity that vanishes quickly after a lightning strike. Instead, the orbs in this video hovered in place, with multiple lights moving in synchronized patterns. This incident draws parallels to reports from the 1970s, where farmers in remote areas claimed to have seen glowing orbs floating above their fields. In a well-documented case from the Farmer's Almanac, one farmer reported that the orbs would split into smaller lights, almost as if they were scanning the ground before merging and disappearing into the sky. Rotating lights in the night sky. The next video shows a driver on a dirt road in rural Nevada who encounters a set of rotating lights hovering silently in the night sky. The witness, visibly confused, stops his vehicle to film the bizarre sight. These lights appear to rotate around a central point, moving as if tethered by an unseen force. This type of synchronized movement has been documented in various UFO encounters, including a well-known case from 2007, where multiple witnesses reported seeing rotating lights over Phoenix, Arizona. Ufologists believe that the rotation may indicate a form of propulsion or a magnetic field that keeps the objects in perfect alignment. The lights captured in Nevada bear a striking resemblance to those seen in Phoenix, leading some to speculate that they could be related or even the same type of craft. The ominous blue orb and its eerie squeal. In yet another clip, a stormy night in an undisclosed location becomes the backdrop for a mysterious blue orb that appears immediately after a lightning strike. The orb moves behind trees, emitting a high-pitched squeal that sends chills down the spines of those who hear it. This strange sound, coupled with the orb's eerie blue glow, has led some to theorize that it might be an electrical anomaly or even a form of energy-based life form. Reports of blue orbs are less common than those of white or red ones, but they have been documented in books like the UFO Encyclopedia. In one account, a witness in Scotland described a blue orb that hovered over their house, emitting a humming sound that made the hairs on the back of their neck stand up. The eerie squealing in the latest video adds an unsettling dimension, suggesting that these objects may have properties beyond what we currently understand. The Titan ship in the storm clouds. The most dramatic footage in the compilation shows a woman in coastal Texas filming during an approaching storm. Bright lights suddenly appear amidst the dark clouds, perfectly spaced in a horizontal line. As lightning flashes, a large, shadowy form can be seen behind the lights, hinting at an enormous craft hidden within the storm. This sighting is reminiscent of the infamous Phoenix Lights incident of 1997, where thousands witnessed a massive V-shaped craft slowly gliding over the city. Military officials dismissed it as flares, but the sheer size and silence of the object captured the imagination of UFO enthusiasts worldwide. The Texas sighting seems to follow a similar pattern, with the craft using the storm as cover, escorted by fighter jets. In another video, TikTok users captured what appeared to be two military fighter jets escorting an unknown aircraft over a desert. The unknown craft, however, did not resemble any known military or civilian plane. The sleek, triangular shape and lack of visible engines suggest something far more advanced. Such sightings have been reported by credible sources, including military personnel. For example, in 2020, a Pentagon report detailed encounters between Navy pilots and triangular UAPs that exhibited speeds and maneuvers far beyond known technology. These craft were capable of stopping mid-air, turning on a dime, and accelerating to impossible speeds, feats no human-made aircraft could achieve. The portal-like orbs. The final clip in the compilation showcases a peculiar orb that seems to distort the space around it, creating a swirling portal-like effect. As the orb hovers in place, it releases two smaller orbs, which quickly dart off in different directions before one returns to rejoin the other. The effect is reminiscent of something out of science fiction, but similar phenomena have been reported in recent years, especially in areas known for high UFO activity like Skinwalker Ranch in Utah. In his book, The Skinwalker Mystery, journalist George Knapp recounts instances where researchers witnessed orbs that appeared to open and close, almost like doorways to another dimension. Could the orbs in this video be related to such interdimensional theories, or are they simply highly advanced, unmanned aerial vehicles beyond our current understanding? The mystery continues. As these videos continue to surface, the question remains: what are these multiplying, shape-shifting, and seemingly intelligent orbs? Whether they are extraterrestrial in origin, advanced military technology, or something even more mysterious, one thing is certain: the skies above us are becoming stranger with each passing year. The Black Egg. On November 17, 2024, TikTok user Ufoitali posted a video that quickly went viral, sparking intense debate and speculation online. The footage allegedly shows an enormous black egg-shaped object floating on the surface of the water, captured by passengers aboard a motorboat at sea. The object's smooth, reflective surface gleams obsidian black, and upon close inspection, it even appears to reflect the outline of a distant building on the shore. The clarity of the video, coupled with the surreal nature of the object, has left viewers wondering, could this be a genuine extraterrestrial sighting, or is it merely another sophisticated CGI hoax? The video's impact and public reaction. The video spread rapidly across social media platforms, with millions of views on TikTok alone within hours of its upload. Comment sections were flooded with theories ranging from the plausible to the fantastical. Some claimed it was evidence of an alien craft, an unknown entity that had somehow surfaced in our waters. Others believed it could be a government experiment gone awry, an experimental drone, or even a secretive underwater project accidentally exposed to the public eye. However, a significant portion of the audience remained skeptical, pointing to the possibility that the footage could have been digitally manipulated. In an era where computer-generated imagery, CGI technology, has become nearly indistinguishable from reality, such suspicions are not unfounded. A brief history of CGI hoaxes and UFO sightings. Over the past decade, there has been a surge in the number of UFO videos posted online, many of which are later debunked as CGI hoaxes. These videos often present clear, close-up images of supposed alien crafts or unexplained phenomena. The rapid advancements in CGI have made it possible for even amateur digital artists to create highly realistic scenes, blurring the line between fiction and reality. One notorious example occurred in 2021, when a video showing a triangular UFO hovering above Los Angeles went viral. It was initially heralded by UFO enthusiasts as definitive proof of extraterrestrial life. However, within days, experts analyzed the footage and confirmed that it was created using sophisticated CGI techniques. The video was traced back to a visual effects artist who had posted it as part of an experiment to demonstrate the power of modern CGI software. Similarly, in 2018, a video surfaced on YouTube depicting a massive, cylindrical object floating above the City of London. The video, which featured impressive detail, including shadows cast by the supposed craft on nearby buildings, was eventually debunked. Investigations revealed that the creator had used Blender, an open-source 3D graphics software, to craft the scene. Despite the debunking, many continued to believe in its authenticity, illustrating how convincing CGI can be, especially when paired with well-crafted narratives. The evolution of CGI technology and its influence on UFO reports. The ubiquity of high-powered graphic tools has made it increasingly difficult for the average viewer to distinguish between real footage and digital fabrications. According to an investigative report published by Wired magazine in 2023, the accessibility of free, advanced CGI software such as Unreal Engine and Blender has democratized visual effects, allowing amateurs to create Hollywood-level special effects from their home computers. This trend has led to a rise in hoaxes, particularly within the UFO community, where enthusiasts are eager to find evidence of extraterrestrial life. In many cases, these videos are so realistic that they fool not only the general public, but also seasoned researchers. The magazine also pointed out that even videos analyzed frame by experts can take considerable time to debunk, during which the footage continues to gain credibility among believers. Examining the Ufotily video. The video posted by Ufotily raises several red flags that suggest it could be a CGI hoax. First, the object's surface is unusually reflective, almost like a polished obsidian mirror. While the reflection of a building on the distant shore adds an air of authenticity, experts have noted that reflections are a common trick used by digital artists to make CGI objects appear more real. A detailed analysis by TechRadar revealed that the reflections could have been artificially generated using ray tracing technology, which simulates the way light interacts with objects in a virtual environment. Ray tracing is widely used in video games and CGI to create hyper-realistic reflections, shadows, and lighting effects. Moreover, several viewers have pointed out that the video lacks natural imperfections typically found in real-world footage, such as minor camera shake, focus shifts, or lens distortions, especially on the open sea, where waves would cause slight instability. The smooth, almost too perfect movement of the camera suggests the possibility of stabilization software or even full digital rendering. Previous close-up UFO hoaxes and debunkings. The pattern of using CGI to create close-up evidence of alien crafts has been seen multiple times before. In 2022, a widely circulated video claimed to show a silver disc hovering just above the surface of a lake in Canada. It was later exposed as a hoax by the Montreal Gazette, which published an in-depth report detailing how the reflections, water ripples, and light interplay had been artificially generated. Another example was the so-called Phoenix Black Sphere incident, in which a black orb was seen hovering over the desert. Although initially believed to be an alien drone, it was later revealed by popular mechanics that the video was a cleverly executed CGI project by a university student. The student had employed techniques used in blockbuster movies, such as compositing and green screen effects, to seamlessly blend the CGI object into real footage of the desert landscape. The psychology behind believing in CGI hoaxes. Psychologists have noted that the allure of UFO sightings and alien encounters often stems from a deep-seated desire to believe in something beyond our world. This phenomenon, known as confirmation bias, leads individuals to interpret ambiguous or questionable evidence in a way that aligns with their beliefs. In an era where CGI hoaxes can be nearly flawless, this bias makes it even harder for people to accept that what they are seeing might not be real. Additionally, according to an article in Scientific American, the human brain is wired to trust visual information more than other forms of evidence. This means that once people see a convincing video, especially one that triggers a strong emotional response, they are likely to believe in its authenticity despite conflicting evidence. Conclusion: is the black egg real or just another CGI hoax? While the video posted by Ufotally has captivated the imagination of millions, the evidence points to the likelihood of it being an elaborate CGI creation. Given the clarity of the footage, the near-perfect reflections, and the lack of natural camera artifacts, experts suggest that this is likely the work of a skilled digital artist rather than evidence of an alien presence. As technology continues to advance, distinguishing between real and fabricated footage will only become more challenging. For now, it serves as a reminder to remain critical of the content we consume, especially in an age where digital deception is easier than ever to achieve. While the mystery of the black egg may never be fully resolved, it highlights the ongoing fascination and potential pitfalls of humanity's search for the unknown. New York UFO speculation. Examining the UFO video, a deeper dive into its authenticity. On November 17, 2024, the TikTok account Ufotally posted a video that quickly went viral. The 16-second clip, which depicts a massive flying saucer hovering over a city skyline while seemingly releasing a giant humanoid figure to the ground via a light beam, has sparked both excitement and skepticism among viewers. The location is suggested to be New York City, though discerning its authenticity or verifying the exact location remains a challenge. At first glance, the footage has all the hallmarks of a polished CGI production, reminiscent of projects typically crafted by digital design students or amateur visual effects enthusiasts. The lighting, shadows, and smoothness of the animation are sophisticated, yet they raise suspicion among experts and internet users who have seen countless similar hoaxes over the years. While the video appears dramatic and convincing at a surface level, a closer examination reveals certain inconsistencies and red flags that suggest the work of a talented digital artist rather than a genuine sighting. Analyzing the footage, the case for CGI. The TikTok video raises several questions about its legitimacy. For one, the giant humanoid figure descending from the saucer appears too smooth in its movements, lacking the subtle imperfections one would expect in real-life footage. Additionally, the quality of the light beam connecting the saucer to the ground is highly reminiscent of effects achievable through software like Blender or After Effects. The shadows and reflections within the video do not align perfectly with the surroundings, indicating potential compositing errors, signs that the video was digitally manipulated. Furthermore, the lack of background noise or ambient sound in the clip is another giveaway. In a bustling metropolis like New York City, capturing a scene of this magnitude would undoubtedly be accompanied by sounds of car horns, people shouting, or other urban noises. However, in this case, the video is oddly silent, except for a dramatic, almost cinematic soundtrack added in post-production. This silence suggests that the video might have been edited to remove any inconsistencies in audio, further supporting the CGI theory. Comparing to previous UFO hoaxes in major cities, this video is far from the first time that alleged UFO sightings have been reported over iconic cities. There is a long history of viral UFO videos purporting to show alien craft hovering over famous urban landmarks. For instance, in 2011, a video surfaced showing a bright, spinning object above the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem. The clip was widely shared, drawing believers and skeptics alike into heated debates. However, after detailed analysis by experts, it was revealed that the footage had likely been digitally manipulated, with inconsistencies in the light source and background providing clues. Similarly, in 2020, a video circulated online showing what appeared to be a fleet of UFOs darting around the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Although the footage was convincing at first, it was eventually debunked as a hoax created using drone technology and clever video editing techniques. These cases highlight how iconic cityscapes are frequently chosen for hoaxes because they add a sense of realism and urgency, drawing more attention and making the content go viral. The role of modern CGI in fueling UFO myths. The rapid advancements in CGI technology have significantly contributed to the proliferation of fake UFO sightings. With free and accessible tools like Unreal Engine, Blender, and various deepfake software, virtually anyone with a computer and some skill can create a realistic-looking UFO video. The 2024 TikTok video by Shufoitali is likely another example of this trend, where creators aim for viral fame or social media engagement by fabricating content that appears real to the average viewer. Reports from reputable sources, such as the New York Times and National Geographic, have noted the increasing difficulty in distinguishing between genuine footage and fabricated content due to these technological advancements. In recent years, military personnel and researchers have expressed concern that the abundance of fake videos could drown out legitimate reports of unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs. This concern was echoed in a 2022 interview with Luis Elizondo, the former head of the Pentagon's Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, ATIP, who warned that the noise of fake content is overwhelming the signal of real, potentially significant sightings. The psychology behind UFO sightings and viral hoaxes. The public's fascination with UFOs and extraterrestrials has been a recurring theme since the mid-20th century, with notable incidents like the 1947 Roswell crash and the Phoenix Lights of 1997 capturing widespread attention. However, modern social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube have become fertile ground for New Age hoaxes, leveraging our innate curiosity and collective desire to believe in the unknown. Sociologists have observed that UFO videos set in famous city locations often go viral because they tap into a collective cultural psyche. People are more likely to engage with content that feels familiar and plausible, such as the idea of aliens visiting well-known landmarks. In addition, many of these videos are shared without context, leaving viewers to fill in the gaps with their own imaginations. This is especially true in times of social or political uncertainty, when people are more prone to believe in conspiracy theories or supernatural explanations. Famous hoaxes and their impact on public perception. In 2014, a video surfaced showing a saucer-shaped craft hovering over London's Tower Bridge. The clip went viral, racking up millions of views before being debunked as a marketing stunt for a new sci-fi movie. Similarly, in 2018, a video depicting an alien invasion in Los Angeles was later revealed to be a teaser for a popular video game. These well-executed hoaxes show how easy it is to manipulate public perception, especially when people are primed to believe in extraterrestrial phenomena. The recent TikTok video by eyewitness follows in the footsteps of these earlier hoaxes, playing on our fascination with the idea of contact with alien civilizations. Despite the skepticism surrounding the footage, some commenters on the platform have insisted that it could be real, citing the Pentagon's 2021 admission that it could not identify certain aerial phenomena captured by military pilots. This mix of skepticism and belief demonstrates how deeply embedded UFO lore has become in popular culture. Conclusion: separating fact from fiction. While the TikTok video posted by eyewitness is almost certainly a CGI creation, it highlights an ongoing challenge in our digital age, distinguishing between authentic sightings and cleverly crafted hoaxes. The allure of UFOs and the possibility of extraterrestrial life will continue to capture our imagination, but it's essential to approach such videos with a critical eye, especially in an era where digital manipulation is easier than ever. In the end, the video serves as a reminder of how much the lines between reality and fiction have blurred in the 21st century. As technology advances, so too will the sophistication of hoaxes, making it all the more important for researchers, skeptics, and enthusiasts to collaborate in separating fact from fiction. While there may indeed be unexplained phenomena in our skies, videos like the one from eyewitness remind us that not everything we see online can be taken at face value. UFO lights over Salton Sea. UFO sighting near Salton Sea, California. An account of the 11/14/24 incident. On the night of November 14th, 2024, a series of glowing lights illuminated the skies above Salton Sea, California, captivating the few witnesses present in the area and quickly becoming the subject of intense speculation on social media platforms and conspiracy forums alike. The incident was captured on film by an anonymous local resident and has since garnered significant attention due to the unusual nature of the footage. The video, taken with a smartphone, shows 5 luminous orbs arranged in a slightly curved, semicircle formation, hovering silently over a residential area near the lake. This sighting has fueled renewed interest in the region's history of unexplained aerial phenomena. A closer look at the Salton Sea footage. The footage, which spans approximately 2 minutes, begins with a wide shot of the darkened night sky before focusing on the glowing orbs suspended above the neighborhood. The orbs appear to pulsate with a faint orange and yellow hue, and their light is both eerie and mesmerizing. Unlike conventional aircraft, these objects display no discernible blinking lights or noise, which immediately caught the attention of viewers and analysts alike. As the video progresses, the 5 orbs hover almost motionlessly, maintaining their formation. The formation resembles a gentle arc, with the objects seemingly synchronized in their movements, suggesting a level of coordination beyond that of typical drones or man-made aircraft. The orbs remain stationary for nearly the entire duration of the footage, before disappearing abruptly without a sound or any visible acceleration. This sudden disappearance is a key detail that has led many to speculate that what was captured on film might be a genuine, unidentified aerial phenomenon, UAP. Speculation and analysis. The Salton Sea sighting on November 14th has sparked considerable debate among enthusiasts and experts. Skeptics argue that the footage could be a well-executed drone show or even a hoax involving flares suspended by balloons, given the lack of high-definition clarity in the video. However, supporters of the extraterrestrial hypothesis point to several aspects of the sighting that are difficult to explain away. Firstly, the manner in which the orbs appeared and disappeared so abruptly is inconsistent with the behavior of drones, which typically require time to accelerate or maneuver out of view. Additionally, flares would have shown signs of drifting, flickering, or leaving trails of smoke, none of which were present in the footage. The uniform intensity of the lights and their apparent lack of propulsion system have further convinced some that these objects were not of human origin. A region rich in UFO lore. The Salton Sea area, despite its relative isolation, has long been a hotbed for UFO sightings. Over the years, numerous reports of strange lights and unidentified objects in the sky have emerged from the region. Salton Sea, a shallow, saline lake located in the Colorado Desert of Southern California, is surrounded by sparsely populated areas, making it an ideal location for clandestine operations or secretive test flights. However, it has also become known as a site of high strangeness, where locals and visitors alike have reported bizarre occurrences. One of the most well-documented sightings in the area occurred in the late 1970s, when several fishermen reported seeing a bright, saucer-shaped object hovering above the water's surface. According to their accounts, the object emitted a low humming sound and stayed in place for nearly 10 minutes before darting off at incredible speed, leaving a series of ripples in the water. This incident was covered by local newspapers, but was quickly dismissed by authorities as a misidentified military exercise, despite the witnesses' insistence on what they had seen. In 2011, another notable sighting occurred when several hikers in the nearby Anza Borrego Desert reported seeing 3 glowing spheres moving in perfect formation. The objects allegedly hovered in place before splitting off in different directions, disappearing over the horizon in a matter of seconds. Though this sighting was never officially investigated, it was widely reported in local magazines and online UFO forums, further cementing the region's reputation as a UFO hotspot. Historical context of military activity. While many UFO sightings near Salton Sea have been dismissed as military operations, it's important to note that the region does have a history of covert military projects. The nearby Chocolate Mountains are part of a bombing range used by the United States Navy and Marine Corps, and it is not uncommon for locals to witness experimental aircraft or flares being deployed during training exercises. However, proponents of the UFO theory argue that the characteristics of these sightings, specifically the silent, stationary, and luminous orbs, do not align with known military technologies. In recent years, the US government has taken a more transparent approach regarding UFOs, rebranding them as UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, and releasing declassified footage of inexplicable aerial encounters. This change in policy has emboldened civilian researchers to revisit old cases and take new reports more seriously. With the release of the Salton Sea footage, some believe that this could be yet another example of UAPs operating within US airspace, potentially linked to similar incidents documented by Navy pilots on the East Coast. Eyewitness accounts and public reaction. Shortly after the footage was posted online, several locals came forward with their own accounts of strange lights in the sky that night. One witness, who wished to remain anonymous, described seeing the orbs from their backyard, noting that they seemed to hover silently for several minutes before disappearing. "It was like nothing I've ever seen before," the witness said. "I know what drones and helicopters look like. This was something else entirely." Other witnesses described a sense of unease, with one resident stating that their dogs began barking frantically just before the lights appeared. Interestingly, several internet forums reported that radio signals in the area experienced brief interference during the time of the sighting, although these claims remain unverified. The sighting has drawn comparisons to the infamous Phoenix Lights incident of 1997, where thousands of Arizona residents witnessed a massive V-shaped formation of lights silently passing over the state. Much like the Salton Sea incident, the Phoenix Lights were initially dismissed by authorities as military flares, a conclusion that remains controversial to this day. Theories behind the Salton Sea Lights. As the video continues to circulate, theories about the nature of the orbs range from extraterrestrial visitors to advanced military drones and even natural atmospheric phenomena. However, one particularly intriguing hypothesis is that the lights could be connected to the Earth's magnetic fields, or ley lines, which some believe are concentrated around the Salton Sea area. According to this theory, these lights could be manifestations of energy discharges caused by tectonic activity in the region. Others speculate that the orbs may be related to secretive projects involving the US government's interest in UAPs. A recently declassified Pentagon report revealed that certain locations in California, including desert regions, have been identified as recurring hotspots for unexplained aerial phenomena. The Salton Sea, with its relative seclusion and proximity to military testing grounds, would be an ideal location for such activity. Conclusion: while the true nature of the Salton Sea orbs remains unknown, the November 14, 2024 incident has certainly reignited interest in UFO sightings in California. As researchers and enthusiasts continue to analyze the footage, the debate over whether these lights represent a natural, technological, or extraterrestrial phenomenon is far from settled. What is clear, however, is that the Salton Sea has once again proven to be a focal point for the strange and the unexplained. Whether this latest sighting is a glimpse into a larger mystery or merely a reflection of our fascination with the unknown, only time, and perhaps further evidence, will tell. UFO flying outside of passenger airplane window. On November 17, 2024, a TikTok user named Joy Sparkleshine posted a video that quickly captured the attention of UFO enthusiasts and skeptics alike. The clip, recorded with remarkable clarity, shows a silver, disc-shaped, unidentified aerial phenomenon, UAP, flying alongside a commercial passenger airplane. What is particularly striking about this footage is the lack of any visible means of propulsion or exhaust, which has sparked widespread debate about the object's origins and capabilities. Unlike conventional aircraft, which rely on jet engines or propellers, this disc-shaped UAP appeared to glide effortlessly through the sky, keeping pace with the passenger jet at high altitude without any visible signs of propulsion. Eyewitness details and analysis. According to initial reports, the passenger on board the commercial flight, who captured the footage, was seated near a window when they noticed the shiny, metallic object approaching from the left side of the plane. They initially assumed it might be another aircraft, but its unusual shape and lack of wings or visible engines immediately set it apart from any known human-made craft. The disc remained level with the airplane for several minutes, maintaining a steady course without any turbulence or movement that would indicate traditional aerodynamic control surfaces. Experts in the field who analyzed the video noted the object's smooth surface, which lacked any distinguishing marks, such as rivets, panels, or insignias commonly seen on human-made aircraft. Additionally, the absence of contrails or heat signatures suggested that the UAP might be using some form of advanced, non-jet propulsion. The object made no sudden movements, but instead maintained a constant speed alongside the plane, raising further questions about its method of operation. UAP sightings near the Salton Sea, California. Interestingly, this is not the first time a UAP of this type has been reported in the skies over California. The Salton Sea, a vast, shallow, saline lake located in the southeastern part of the state, has been a hotspot for UAP sightings for decades. Over the years, multiple reports have surfaced detailing encounters with strange, unidentified objects in the area, particularly near the Salton Sea. This region has a long history of mysterious aerial phenomena dating back to the mid-20th century, when both military personnel and civilians reported seeing inexplicable lights and crafts. A notable account from 1954 involved 2 Air Force pilots flying a training exercise out of Edwards Air Force Base, who reportedly witnessed a metallic disc hovering over the Salton Sea. According to their declassified report, the object darted away at an impossible speed when they attempted to approach it, leaving no trace behind. In the years since, there have been numerous sightings by campers, hikers, and locals in the surrounding area, describing everything from glowing orbs to sleek, silent crafts that vanish in the blink of an eye. Recent sightings and possible explanations. In recent years, the sightings near the Salton Sea have seen a resurgence, especially with the advent of smartphones and social media, which have made it easier to capture and share footage of these elusive objects. One such event occurred in early 2023 when a group of fishermen reported seeing a bright, oval-shaped craft hovering silently above the water at dusk. The object reportedly emitted a low hum and glowed with an eerie blue light before shooting upwards and disappearing into the night sky. Local residents have also reported strange occurrences, including unexplained power outages and electronic devices malfunctioning whenever these objects appear nearby. In one instance, a family staying in a remote cabin near the Salton Sea reported that their car's engine stalled and their phones went dead after a bright light appeared overhead. While skeptics have suggested these could be the result of experimental military aircraft from nearby testing ranges such as China Lake and Edwards Air Force Base, others argue that the capabilities demonstrated by these UAPs far exceed current human technology. Historical context and theories. The Salton Sea's reputation as a UAP hotspot can be traced back to the post-World War II era, when reports of flying saucers began to sweep across America. Some researchers believe the area's geological and electromagnetic properties could be attracting these mysterious craft, suggesting that the lake's high salinity and unique mineral composition might interfere with conventional radar systems, providing a safe zone for UAPs to operate undetected. Others speculate that the Salton Sea's proximity to several military testing grounds may have drawn the attention of extraterrestrial or non-human intelligences curious about the activities of Earth's armed forces. One theory proposed by local researchers is that these UAPs are attracted to the geothermal activity in the region. The Salton Sea sits atop the Salton Buttes, a series of dormant volcanoes that last erupted thousands of years ago, but still generate geothermal heat. Some researchers hypothesize that the heat or electromagnetic energy generated by these natural phenomena could be of interest to UAPs, possibly as a source of energy or due to its unique properties. The global UAP context. This recent sighting, as posted by eJoy Sparkle Shine, fits into a broader pattern of increasing UAP encounters reported worldwide. In 2021, the US government released a much-anticipated report acknowledging the existence of UAPs, but stopped short of confirming their origins. According to the report, many of these objects exhibit flight characteristics that defy known laws of physics, including sudden accelerations, instantaneous stops, and the ability to travel at hypersonic speeds without producing a sonic boom. The growing interest in UAPs has prompted further investigation by scientific organizations and private entities. Organizations like the Scientific Coalition for UAP Studies, SCU, are pushing for more rigorous scientific research into the phenomenon, arguing that these sightings could represent breakthroughs in propulsion and energy technology that could benefit humanity. Conclusion. While the footage posted by Joy Sparkle Shine adds to the mounting evidence of UAPs in our skies, it also raises more questions than it answers. Why are these sightings becoming more frequent, especially near areas like the Salton Sea? Are these objects the result of advanced human technology, extraterrestrial visitors, or something else entirely? As the debate rages on, one thing is clear. The skies over California, and particularly the Salton Sea, will continue to be a focal point for those seeking answers about the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding. Until more concrete evidence is provided, the silver disc captured in that TikTok video will remain an enigma, a tantalizing glimpse into the unknown. Mass UFO light sighting. On August 16, 2024, Palmdale, California became the latest hotspot in the ongoing saga of UFO sightings. That night, a dazzling display of lights lit up the darkened sky, leaving witnesses in awe and fueling speculation about extraterrestrial activity. This event came to the public's attention when TikTok user Urancian Truth uploaded a video on November 6, 2024, showcasing the phenomenon. The video, which quickly went viral, captured what appeared to be clusters of glowing orbs, resembling low-level stars, moving in coordinated patterns over the desert town. These lights exhibited behaviors that were far from typical for aircraft or known atmospheric phenomena, sparking heated debates among viewers and enthusiasts online. Historical background of UFO sightings in Palmdale. Palmdale, located in northern Los Angeles County, has long been associated with strange aerial phenomena. Given its proximity to major aerospace facilities like the Palmdale Regional Airport and the legendary Lockheed Skunk Works, an area known for its top-secret aircraft development, it's no surprise that the skies here have often drawn attention from UFO enthusiasts. Over the decades, residents and visitors have reported seeing mysterious lights, unusual flying objects, and other unexplained occurrences in the night sky. The region's history with unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, dates back to the 1950s, during the height of the Cold War. At that time, experimental aircraft were frequently tested in the skies over Palmdale and nearby Edwards Air Force Base. These aircraft, many of which were prototypes for stealth and reconnaissance technology, often led to mistaken reports of UFOs. However, not all sightings could be so easily dismissed. Even today, some believe that the military's secretive activities serve as a convenient cover for genuine extraterrestrial encounters. Eyewitness accounts of the August 16, 2024 event. The video posted by Urancian Truth shows dozens of bright, star-like lights flying in synchronized formations, which seem to defy the known capabilities of conventional aircraft. Some lights would suddenly accelerate, shift directions at impossible angles, or vanish entirely, only to reappear elsewhere in the sky. Witnesses who were present that night described the lights as eerily silent, lacking the telltale sounds of jets or helicopters. According to one observer, it was like watching a dance of stars. They moved too quickly and fluidly to be drones or planes. Palmdale resident Anita Gomez, who was driving home from work that evening, stopped on the side of the road to watch the spectacle. At first, I thought it was a meteor shower or some kind of military exercise, she said in an interview with the local Antelope Valley Press. But then I noticed the way they moved, zigzagging across the sky, stopping mid-air, and then speeding up again. It was unlike anything I've ever seen. Other witnesses reported similar experiences, with some even claiming that their electronic devices, like phones and car radios, began malfunctioning during the sighting. One couple who had been filming the event claimed their camera abruptly shut down as the lights approached, only to power back on once the objects had passed. Context of UFO and UAP sightings near Palmdale. The August 16th event is not an isolated incident. Palmdale and its surrounding areas have a well-documented history of UFO sightings that date back several decades. For instance, in the 1980s, locals frequently reported seeing triangular-shaped craft silently gliding through the skies at night. These sightings intensified during the early 2000s, with residents claiming to witness fast-moving, luminous objects that would hover, dart around, and even perform sudden right-angle turns, movements impossible for known aircraft. In more recent years, the government's release of declassified reports on UAPs has only intensified interest in the skies over California. According to documents published by the Pentagon in 2021, Palmdale was listed among several regions in the southwestern United States where credible reports of UAP activity had been observed. While skeptics attribute many of these sightings to experimental aircraft, enthusiasts argue that some of the phenomena defy even the most advanced human technology. Theories and speculations about the lights. The August 16th sighting has led to a flurry of speculation among UFO researchers and conspiracy theorists. Some believe the lights are evidence of extraterrestrial crafts conducting surveillance, drawn to the area by its aerospace facilities. Others suggest they might be part of a classified military project involving advanced drone technology. However, those who witnessed the event insist that what they saw was far beyond the capabilities of any known drones or aircraft. One of the more intriguing theories is that the lights were part of a phenomenon known as swarming UAPs, where multiple objects move in a coordinated, seemingly intelligent manner. This theory gained traction after the US Navy reported similar sightings in 2019, when swarms of unidentified drones were observed following warships off the coast of California. The objects displayed similar characteristics: rapid acceleration, abrupt changes in direction, and hovering capabilities that defied conventional physics. However, some researchers, like Dr. Michael Bradley of the Institute for UAP Studies, argue that the August sighting in Palmdale might be linked to atmospheric or geophysical phenomena. There are cases where lights in the sky can be attributed to natural events like ball lightning or atmospheric plasma discharges, he said in an interview with Science Today. But the complexity and coordination of these lights are unusual, suggesting a level of control that doesn't fit with known atmospheric conditions. UFO sightings documented in newspapers and non-fiction accounts. The Palmdale sighting has drawn comparisons to other famous UFO incidents in California. For instance, in the late 1990s, the Los Angeles Times covered reports of a mysterious craft seen over the Mojave Desert, just east of Palmdale. Witnesses described it as a massive triangular object with pulsating lights hovering silently before vanishing at incredible speed. Similarly, the 2014 sighting in Lancaster, a town adjacent to Palmdale, was featured in UFO Chronicles, a non-fiction book that compiles testimonies from witnesses across the state. These sightings involved bright orbs that seemed to communicate with one another through flashes of light. In addition to print sources, websites like the Black Vault and MUFON, Mutual UFO Network, have recorded numerous accounts of strange aerial phenomena over the Palmdale area. One particularly compelling case from 2021 involved a group of hikers in the nearby Angeles National Forest who reported being followed by a glowing object that hovered above the treetops for several minutes before darting off at an impossible speed. The aftermath and continuing investigation. As the August 16th sighting continues to draw interest, experts and amateur sleuths alike are poring over the footage posted by Orantian Truth. In the days following the video's release, online forums were abuzz with theories, and the hashtag #ChimPalmdaleUFO trended across social media. Meanwhile, the local chapter of MUFON has launched an investigation, urging anyone who witnessed the event to come forward with additional evidence. So far, no official explanation has been provided by authorities, and the video has only deepened the mystery surrounding the skies over Palmdale. Whether the lights were extraterrestrial in origin, top-secret military aircraft, or an unexplained natural phenomenon, the incident has certainly reaffirmed Palmdale's status as a focal point for UFO enthusiasts. For now, the lights in the sky remain an enigma, leaving both skeptics and believers searching for answers. UFO over Miami. On a bright sunny afternoon in Miami, Florida, the sky above the city was mostly clear, with only a few scattered clouds drifting lazily across the blue expanse. The city's iconic skyline stood tall, bathed in sunlight, as bustling life carried on below. Suddenly, something out of the ordinary caught the eye of a local resident who had been recording a casual video of the skyline. As the camera zoomed in, the footage revealed an enigmatic object hovering in the sky. The object appeared to be a classic flying saucer-shaped, unidentified aerial phenomenon, UAP, suspended in mid-air as if defying the laws of physics. The saucer's metallic exterior gleamed in the sunlight, reflecting the blue sky and clouds. It remained motionless for several moments, seemingly unaffected by the wind or atmospheric conditions. Those who witnessed it described the sight as both awe-inspiring and unsettling, something right out of a science fiction movie, yet happening in broad daylight over one of the busiest cities in the United States. Miami's history of UAP sightings. The sighting was not the first of its kind in Miami, a city that has long been a hotspot for UAP sightings. Over the years, numerous reports have emerged of strange objects in the sky, many of them occurring during the daytime. Miami's location near the Atlantic Ocean and its proximity to the Bermuda Triangle have only fueled speculation about these unexplained aerial encounters. For decades, newspapers and magazines have chronicled the city's encounters with the unknown, with eyewitnesses providing accounts that challenge conventional explanations. In the early 1960s, for instance, the Miami Herald reported a series of UAP sightings that occurred over the city's beaches. In one well-documented case, dozens of beachgoers witnessed a silver, disc-shaped object gliding silently over the water. It remained visible for nearly 10 minutes before rapidly accelerating and disappearing over the horizon. Eyewitnesses described it as moving in ways that no known aircraft could replicate, performing sharp turns and sudden stops without any visible means of propulsion. A closer look at the Miami sighting. In this more recent case captured on video, the object exhibited characteristics similar to previous sightings. As the camera continued to zoom in, viewers could see that the flying saucer appeared to be rotating slowly on its axis. Unlike a conventional aircraft or drone, it emitted no sound, nor did it display any visible exhaust or contrails. It simply hung in the air, seemingly defying gravity, drawing the attention of those who happened to be looking up at the sky. A local amateur UFO enthusiast who has been documenting unusual aerial phenomena in the Miami area for years shared the footage online. Within hours, it went viral, attracting the attention of UFO researchers and skeptics alike. The video quickly became the subject of heated debate on internet forums, with some arguing it was definitive proof of extraterrestrial technology, while others speculated that it might be an advanced military drone or even a cleverly executed hoax. Yet, the video stood out because of its clarity. Unlike many UAP sightings that occur at night or under poor visibility conditions, this footage was captured in broad daylight. The high-resolution video allowed for a detailed analysis, and while some experts attempted to debunk it, others noted the absence of telltale signs of digital manipulation. For many, it was a compelling piece of evidence in the ongoing search for answers to the UAP phenomenon. Accounts from eyewitnesses and local reports. Following the video's release, multiple eyewitnesses came forward with their own accounts of seeing the object that day. One of them, a local fisherman who was out on his boat near Biscayne Bay, described seeing a bright, reflective object hovering over the city for several minutes. According to him, it moved with a fluidity and speed that was unlike anything he had ever seen before. It was there 1 second, and then it just shot off like a bullet, he recounted in an interview with the Miami New Times. A retired airline pilot, who wished to remain anonymous, also reported seeing the UAP from his apartment balcony. As someone with decades of experience in aviation, he insisted that the object he saw could not have been a conventional aircraft. There were no wings, no visible engines, and it made no sound. It just hung there, completely still, before disappearing in the blink of an eye, he told a local news channel. These accounts align with previous sightings in Miami, where UAPs have been reported to exhibit behavior that defies the capabilities of known technology. The consistency in descriptions, metallic, disc-shaped objects that can hover silently and accelerate at incredible speeds, has intrigued researchers who are studying the phenomenon. The broader context of daytime UAP sightings. While most UAP sightings are reported at night, Miami has been the site of several notable daytime encounters. In 1995, the Sun Sentinel reported on an incident in which a group of tourists spotted a similar saucer-shaped object near the downtown area. This sighting was corroborated by multiple sources, including a police officer who was patrolling the area. The officer described seeing a bright, silvery object hovering silently before it vanished in an instant, leaving no trace behind. Non-fiction books on the subject, such as The Daylight Discs, Unexplained Aerial Sightings in Broad Daylight by Richard Lang, have explored Miami's unique position as a focal point for such phenomena. According to Lang, Miami's dense population, clear skies, and location near major air traffic routes make it a prime location for UAP sightings. He also theorizes that the city's proximity to the Bermuda Triangle might be linked to the high number of reports in the area. Possible explanations: extraterrestrial, experimental, or natural. While the recent Miami sighting has reignited discussions about extraterrestrial visitation, skeptics have put forward alternative explanations. Some suggest that the object could have been a high-tech drone operated by the military or a private technology firm. Miami is, after all, home to a thriving aerospace industry, and the possibility of experimental aircraft being tested in the area cannot be dismissed outright. Others propose natural explanations, such as optical illusions caused by atmospheric conditions. However, the clarity of the video and the corroborating eyewitness accounts make it difficult to attribute this particular sighting to mere tricks of light or weather phenomena. Yet, for many, the possibility that these objects might represent technology far beyond our current capabilities is difficult to ignore. The Pentagon's recent acknowledgement of UAPs and its formation of the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, AARO, to investigate these sightings has added a level of legitimacy to the phenomenon that was previously lacking. The government's tacit admission that these sightings are being taken seriously has emboldened witnesses to come forward with their stories. The growing interest in Miami's UAP phenomena. As sightings like these continue to be reported, Miami is becoming a focal point for UAP enthusiasts and researchers. Several local groups have sprung up, dedicated to investigating and documenting these mysterious encounters. Books, documentaries, and even podcasts now delve into the city's unexplained aerial phenomena, seeking to piece together a puzzle that seems to be getting more complex with each new sighting. The most recent sighting over Miami has added another layer to the already rich tapestry of UAP lore. Whether these sightings are evidence of advanced human technology, natural phenomena that we do not yet fully understand, or something far more mysterious, remains to be seen. For now, the skies over Miami continue to draw the curious and the skeptical alike, all hoping to catch a glimpse of the unknown. As more evidence emerges, the hope is that one day, the truth behind these elusive objects will finally come to light. Until then, Miami's bright blue skies may continue to serve as a stage for these enigmatic visitors, whether they are from distant stars or just beyond the edge of our understanding. UFO sighting in Toledo, Ohio. In the early evening of October 2024, an ordinary wedding assignment in Toledo, Ohio, turned into an extraordinary event that left many questioning what was captured on film. A wedding videographer, known for his meticulous work, had just wrapped up filming a beautiful ceremony. As part of his standard routine, he decided to send his drone up for a few final shots of the venue against the fading light. Little did he know, this routine flight would capture something that would soon send ripples through both local and national media. The videographer's drone was equipped with a high-resolution camera, ideal for capturing stunning aerial views. That evening, as the drone hovered approximately 200 feet above the ground, it recorded footage of an unexpected, fast-moving object darting across the night sky. The unidentified aerial phenomenon, UAP, moved at a velocity that seemed impossible for any known aircraft, making sharp, erratic maneuvers that defied the conventional understanding of aerodynamics. The videographer, initially unaware of what his drone had captured, reviewed the footage later that night while preparing clips for the wedding video. What he saw left him stunned. The object in question appeared to be spherical, with a faint, pulsating glow that alternated between a pale blue and a vivid, almost electric green. It zoomed past the drone's camera frame in a split second, leaving behind a faint trail, similar to an ionized glow often seen in high-energy plasma. The footage was promptly shared with the local news outlet, Channel 13 in Toledo, where it quickly became the focus of their nightly broadcast. Viewers were captivated, and the video began circulating online, drawing attention from UFO enthusiasts and skeptics alike. Analysis of the footage. Channel 13 brought in aviation experts to analyze the footage. Their initial assessment suggested that the speed of the UAP was far beyond what commercial or military drones could achieve, with estimates suggesting speeds exceeding 1,000 miles per hour. Additionally, there were no signs of propulsion, exhaust, or sound, which are typically associated with high-speed aircraft. This led many to believe that the object did not belong to any known category of human-made technology. The footage was also scrutinized by digital imaging specialists to rule out the possibility of tampering. Experts confirmed the video was genuine and unaltered, which added credibility to the claims that this was indeed an unexplained phenomenon. The videographer, who preferred to remain anonymous, stated in an interview with Channel 13, "I've filmed hundreds of weddings and I've used this drone for years. I've never seen anything move like that before. It was there one moment and gone the next. It didn't follow the path of a meteor or a bird. It was something else entirely." Similar sightings captured by drones. The Toledo incident is not an isolated case. In recent years, there has been a growing number of reports involving UAPs captured by drones across the world. With the increasing popularity of drones among hobbyists, photographers, and videographers, these devices have inadvertently become tools for documenting aerial phenomena that would otherwise go unnoticed. One such instance occurred in 2022, when a filmmaker in New Mexico captured footage of a triangular-shaped object flying silently over a desert landscape. The object maneuvered in ways that seemed to defy the laws of physics, changing direction almost instantaneously without losing speed. The footage went viral on social media, drawing the attention of mainstream news outlets and even military analysts. In another case reported in 2023, a wildlife photographer in Australia captured a cylindrical UAP during a drone survey of a remote forest. The object, which appeared metallic, hovered silently before suddenly shooting upwards at an angle that no known aircraft could achieve. This incident, like the one in Toledo, was analyzed by experts who could find no plausible explanation. Eyewitness accounts and media coverage. The Toledo UAP sighting was not limited to the drone footage. Several wedding guests reported seeing a strange light in the sky that evening, describing it as a fast-moving star that zigzagged before vanishing. One guest, who happened to be a retired Air Force pilot, noted that the object's movement patterns did not align with any aircraft he had seen during his decades-long career. Following the airing of the footage on Channel 13, social media erupted with theories ranging from secret military technology to extraterrestrial visitation. The story was picked up by several national news outlets, including USA Today and The Washington Post, sparking a renewed interest in the discussion of UAPs. The coverage also caught the attention of organizations like the Mutual UFO Network, MUFON, which began investigating the incident. Experts from MUFON reviewed the footage and interviewed witnesses in Toledo, concluding that the object's speed, trajectory, and lack of identifiable features made it a credible UAP case. The videographer's background was also scrutinized to rule out the possibility of a hoax. Given his professional reputation and the unaltered nature of the footage, investigators deemed the sighting as one of the most compelling UAP recordings of 2024. Government and military interest in UAPs. The Toledo sighting occurred at a time when interest in UAPs was at an all-time high. In recent years, the United States government has taken a more transparent approach to the topic. In 2021, the Pentagon established the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force, UAPTF, which was later rebranded as the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, AARO. This task force was charged with investigating reports of UAPs, particularly those captured by military personnel. One of the most significant developments came in 2023, when a whistleblower leaked information about a classified U.S. Navy report documenting UAP encounters over the Pacific Ocean. According to the report, several military drones had captured footage of objects exhibiting non-terrestrial flight characteristics, including rapid acceleration, sudden stops, and silent operation. The report noted that these objects were observed hovering over restricted military airspace, raising concerns about potential security threats, theories, and speculation. As with any UAP sighting, theories about the origin of the object captured in Toledo range from the mundane to the fantastical. Some skeptics suggest that the UAP was merely a high-speed drone operated by an unknown entity, possibly for surveillance purposes. However, given the object's speed and lack of identifiable propulsion, this explanation seems unlikely to many experts. Others speculate that the UAP could be linked to experimental aircraft developed by private aerospace companies or foreign governments. However, the lack of any sonic boom or heat signature typically associated with high-speed aircraft challenges this theory. The most tantalizing hypothesis, of course, is that the UAP might be of extraterrestrial origin, a probe or surveillance device from another civilization. Conclusion: a mystery yet to be solved. The Toledo drone footage remains one of the most compelling pieces of evidence in the ongoing debate surrounding UAPs. As more drones take to the skies, capturing footage of everything from weddings to wildlife, we may see an increase in the documentation of these unexplained phenomena. Whether they represent advanced human technology, natural phenomena, or something far more mysterious, one thing is certain: the skies are becoming a new frontier for uncovering the unknown. For now, the videographer's footage remains in the hands of researchers who continue to analyze every frame in search of answers. But until more definitive evidence surfaces, the mystery of the Toledo UAP remains suspended in the night sky, like the countless other unexplained lights that have fascinated humanity for generations.